New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. The Bears are 5.5 to 6 point home favorites over the New York Football Giants. A total of 37 in this game, guys. 37-point total in the NFL here in 2021. Steven, look, this Giants team is just beat up and battered. That said, maybe from the looks of this, they're going to be maybe as healthy as you could at least expect them to be. But, they're just talentless, right? We know Daniel Jones already gone for the rest of the season. It's just, there's not a lot to really latch on to here if you want to back the Giants. But I mean, again, it's one of the things where you can at least say, well, for the guys that could be out there and could be playing, it looks like the majority of those guys will be out there.
I mean, the line is a little inflated if we're being honest, right? Like perhaps this is why we've seen a little movement from Bears -6 to Bears -5.5 here before we get to the weekend. But man, I ranked the Giants 31st in our power rankings at the lines this week, and it's a ranking on who should be favored on a neutral field for this particular week. Like this offense is putrid at this point. I only have Jacksonville as worse. Since they lost Daniel Jones in week 13, 31st in EPA and success rate, 31st in dead last in drop back EPA and success rate. The Mike Glennon experience has been a train wreck. The kid from Georgia was a train wreck, didn't even finish the game. The only offense that's been worse in this stretch in those advanced metrics has been the New Orleans Saints, and probably because Ian Book had to get trotted out there in a COVID week. So with an offense that's below average, though, in the Chicago Bears itself, also bottom 10 in defense since week 13, I'm not laying 5.5 or 6 in a game with a total of 37. Like that's one of the worst things you can do in football betting at this point. So I just a stay away for me. Who the hell knows how this is going to play out? This feels like a game that has a wide range of outcomes, frankly, and at least in terms of whether it gets inside the number here.
Brad, two bad teams to be coupled with temperatures around 20 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, which will make that temperature 20 feel like it's closer to 10. So that's why we're sitting here. Combine those two things together, we get a total of 37 in an NFL game here. Could you possibly play an under in a game with a 37 total?
I mean, maybe nowadays, you look at that New Orleans game Monday night. Yeah. it went under by 18
was 37.
It went under by 18 with a pick 6. So that was clearly the right side. Can I do it here? Probably. I'll probably rather play under 37, and I would rather take the 6 because of all that stuff. I think if you just look at someone like Football Outsiders, the number should be close to 4.5. The Giants had a much harder schedule, and given the depressed scoring, I think you could only play it one way, which is the under, and take the points. I've not done either because I'm not a sicko, and I can't. I don't want money on Jake Fromm or Mike Glennon. I don't know. There's better things to do.
Final score 12-9.
I honestly think the only play for me in this game would be the under, and I can't believe I'm saying that in a 37 game, but I think the only play for me would be the under.